Hi there, I'm Kevin, and I'm a vapor. I used to be a smoker. A couple years ago, a good friend of mine, Mandycat, put together a series of videos of people that have made the switch from smoking to vaping, and why they did it, and what benefits they have since they made the switch. And these are just testimonials from people like you and me. And I decided that with all the stuff that's going on in both the US and Canada with them trying to ban vaping, that I would put it all together so that there would be a video showing real people that have made the switch. I have a board full of people, 2 boards actually, full of people here in my shop that have made the switch from smoking to vaping. So I put all of the 9 videos together, and it's now about 35 minutes, but with this introduction it could be close to 40 because I don't know how to shut up. Anyway, I think everybody should watch it and listen to these people and listen to the passion in their voice and why we did it. My video is in there too. I was using a real crappy camera and bad software, so kind of ignore that, please. Anyway, if you would like to add to this video, please send me your video. I will put my email address in the description, and put in the subject line why I switched, and that way I'll know what the video is for. In the video you'll hear a lot of people talking about different internet vaping shows and communities that they were involved with or hosting on or watching all the time, etc. Well, since that time everything has been kind of put together in vapors.tv, and I will put the link for that down at the bottom. There's quite a few channels run by different people, and you can get lots of information about vaping from these people. But anyway, enough of me rattling on. I'm going to take a vape and let you guys watch the video. I hope you enjoy. Good day.
Wow. How did I start vaping? Good question. I was working in Chicago almost 2 years ago, and everywhere we went in Chicago, me and my buddy, smoking wasn't allowed, and I was a 3-pack a day smoker, sometimes 2, depended on the day and the job site. So we'd go outside our motel room and smoke cigarettes every night, and one night he just says, you know what, I should have brought my electronic cigarette. And I looked at him and I go, what's an electronic cigarette? And he said, well, it's really cool, man. When I use it, I don't even need to smoke. And I said, so it's like fake smoking? And he was like, well, it's hard to explain. And I'm like, well, try to explain a little bit. So he explains that there's batteries in this thing and it's like a cigarette. And yeah, I told him to shut up or I was going to punch him out because I thought that was the stupidest thing I ever heard of. And then when it was dropped, you know what I mean? And then as soon as I got back to Detroit, I was in a gas station that I frequent down here, and I know the owner, and I said, hey Roger, is that those electronic cigarette things? And I was kind of like making fun of him, and he picks up one and starts vaping, blows vapor out. And I look at it and I go, they really do that? And he's like, yeah. And I go, so you like them? He's like, well, I work in a gas station. What else can I do? I can't smoke. So I was like, all right. So I bought one and I broke it in like a day. And then I bought another one. Or I returned it, broke another one. And then I started modding flashlights. And yeah, I guess I haven't stopped. So here I am today. Jeff, aka Slinger Vapor. Kind of weird. In 2 years, I wouldn't know what my life would be like without vaping. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah Emanuel. My history with smoking, I smoked on and off for 6 years, starting from the time I was 18 all the way to the age of 24. I decided to quit smoking cigarettes in May of 2011 as I'd had some issues with my health, pretty much declining into asthma-like symptoms, shortness of breath, things like that. And I decided I didn't any longer want to risk getting cancer from smoking regular tobacco cigarettes. Now, at the suggestion of a friend of mine from work, I went ahead and tried out my first electronic cigarette again in May of 2011, and my life has drastically changed ever since. I noticed that the asthma-like symptoms have all but gone away, marked improvements, and I also realized that things like smelling and eating have gotten way better since I've gotten off of smoking regular tobacco. So, for me, e-cigarettes are the best decision I've ever made, and I owe them my life. Thank you.
Hey everyone, Al Nowitzki here, also known as Case from TotalVapingNetwork.com, where I host a weekly show. Just doing a quick video for Vaping Mandycat about how we got started vaping, how long we've been vaping, how long we smoked before we started vaping. Basically, I started vaping January 12th, 2011. I am coming up on my 1 year anniversary, actually 2 days. Totally cigarette free. Have not had a desire to smoke a regular cigarette since I started vaping. Basically, before I started vaping, I was up to about 2.5 packs a day. I'm 41 years old. I smoked for about 22 years of that, 23 years of that. And yeah, since I have started vaping, I have absolutely no desire to smoke a regular cigarette at all. And gotta make this quick, guys. In my opinion, I believe personally that e-cigarettes have saved my life. Much better health since I stopped smoking. Breathing a lot better. Everything is just a lot better than it was. So if you are a smoker and are thinking about making a jump to e-cigs, go ahead. It's probably one of the best decisions you'll ever make.
Hi, I'm Jibba73, doing a short video here for Vaping Mandycat. I quit smoking on August 22nd. My last analog cigarette was August 21st. I went to straight vaping on August 22nd. It is now January 7th, 2012. I've been smoke-free since. I started out being diagnosed with emphysema a year and a half ago. As of my last doctor's appointment in September, I was going to be placed on oxygen. I was at stage 3 emphysema, borderline stage 4. Since I started vaping, my lung capacity has improved over 30% to 72% or higher, and I no longer need to take certain medicines for my emphysema. My emphysema is improving due to switching to vaping. So that's my little story there. I hope that you find it useful, and anything to keep you from smoking addictive, cancerous, deadly toxins that the FDA and big tobacco want you to have is fine by me. Vape on.
Hello everyone, you may know me as Tony Vapeman Grip on the Total Vaping Network Wednesday nights. They wanted us all to get together and make a video about what we thought of vaping and what it means to us. To me, vaping means a lot of different things. I lost my mother to COPD and chronic heart disease. My father has lung cancer, which he also worked in the asbestos field most of his life, and that also contributed to his lung cancer too. But the doctors always want to stem back to smoking being the number one reason for his cancer. But moving on from that, I was a smoker for 28 years. I had gotten up to 3 packs a day. My wife was up to almost 3 a day with me, so it got pretty expensive for us to smoke. Not only is it better for us in the financial end to vape, but it's better for us health-wise with only having PG, VG, nicotine, and a flavoring in this, based on cigarettes having 4,000 plus different carcinogens in their cigarette, which is causing people to get cancer and die and have a lot of other ailments. I would just like to say that if it wasn't for vaping, I'm sure I would probably be on the path to lung cancer, as well as what my father has, and probably what my mother had too. Forgive me, my head's all stopped up right now. My wife just got over pneumonia, and I think I'm catching the tail end of what she had. But I would like to say that I enjoy the community of vaping, the Total Vaping Network. I enjoy the time that I spend on there, the support from everyone that you get on the channel, not to mention all the other channels out there that there are for people to watch. I think it's a great thing for everybody to get together and support one another to kick the cigarette habit. I can breathe better, I can smell better, I feel better since I quit smoking, and I've only been quit now for going on 5 months, so I think that's pretty good considering I was a pretty heavy smoker there up to when I quit. And I basically, when I started vaping, I just threw down my cigarettes and went straight to vaping, and I haven't turned back since. And unless the FDA bans it, I will guarantee you I will continue to vape from here on out. It's something I enjoy, just like people enjoy cigars and what have you. I enjoy vaping just as much as I did my cigarettes. So everybody, keep on vaping, keep up the good work. Everybody continue to support one another, stay healthy, and keep on vaping.
Hi, my name is Mike Callahan, otherwise known as Crazy Vapor. I got started on vaping. I went over to my best friend from high school. I went over to his house to sit around and reminisce a little bit. And I was over there, you know, he picks this thing up off his kitchen table and he sticks it in his mouth and he starts, you know, sucking on it and blow out this big old plume of what looked to be smoke, you know. Well, I mean, I'm no idiot. I knew it was an electronic cigarette, but, you know, I asked him, I said, "You smoke an electronic cigarette now?" And he's like, "Yeah." I kind of laughed because, you know, I don't fall for things very easily. You know, there's a lot of gimmicks out there and stuff. And I was like, "So, you know, you don't have nicotine cravings or anything like that?" And he's like, "No, I'm getting my nicotine. It's got nicotine in the juice." And I'm like, I probably asked him 3 or 4 times, you know, "Are you sure you don't have nicotine cravings?" Because I've battled smoking for 25 years. It's gotten so bad now that I cough, and I start coughing real hard. And I don't know if as a child you'd ever make each other pass out, but I make myself pass out from coughing, and I'm too stubborn to go to a doctor. So basically I know what it's from. It's from smoking 3 packs a day. And anyway, back to the story. When I got home, I got phone numbers and stuff from him. When I got back home, I called and I ordered me a kit and some juice. And who would know, the one person that I would never think would ever make it to 25 years old, we were some pretty crazy kids. Saved my life. I would have never guessed it, but I appreciate it. Look, folks, it works. It's real. If you don't smoke, please pass this video on to a friend of yours that does. You know, if you love your friends, save their life. Send them to Total Vaping Network. I'm not trying to plug any particular, you know, but that's who I found. TotalVapingNetwork.com. They're great people. You know, they have live shows with a chat going on where you can ask questions. You know, everybody's knowledgeable and more than happy to help you. You know, if you smoke or you know somebody that smokes, please. This thing's a lifesaver in many, many, many ways. Don't hesitate, please.
I was bound and determined this morning to get my sound and my recordings working so I could get my 2 cents in on what vaping has done to change my life. And I'd just like to thank Mandy for letting me be involved in this little endeavor. As a 20-year smoker, I tried everything from the patch, the inhaler, the gum, cold turkey, medications. Everything was unsuccessful for me, even to the point where I gained weight so bad I was up close to 200 pounds. Every time I tried, I went back. In August of last year, I lost my grandmother, who raised me from a baby, and so she was a mom to me. I had no idea she was using an electronic cigarette, nor did I know what they were. When I went home for funeral and such, I was given her Joytech electronic cigarette, her 510, and I went from there. I researched, I studied, I found everything I could find about them, and here I am. Healthier, happier, my sense of smell is so much better, my sense of taste is so much better. I sing, I notice a lot more air capacity, I don't have a hack, I don't have a cough, I haven't been sick since I started vaping. I am amazed by this. This is my life now. I know I'm going to drag on, and you said a minute, but it's going to be longer than a minute. I love vaping, and the community, and the friends that I've made, and TVN. It's changed my life completely. Changed my life so much that I'll never go back to analog cigarettes. You couldn't make me want to smell like an ashtray now. I much prefer to smell like clear water and watermelon and berries. Thank you, Mandy, for letting me get my 2 cents in, and I hope that out there, if you're watching and you smoke analog cigarettes, get away from them. They're hurting you, and they're hurting the people around you. So save yourself, like my grandmother is saving me now, because I had no idea about them, and I'm grateful for her passing that on to me in an instance. But that's it. That's all I've got. Please vape on and vape happy. Thanks, Mandy.
Hi, my name is Kevin. I smoked for 35 years. I tried everything in the world for the last 20 years to try and quit smoking, and nothing was successful. I quit for 2 weeks, but even then I cheated and had cigarettes during that time. Even my doctor telling me that I had COPD, and that if I didn't quit smoking, I would be on oxygen in 10 years. Didn't make me quit. One day I was out at the flea market and I saw a guy selling e-cigarettes and decided to give it a try and bought a cheap little throwaway one. And in 1 week, instead of smoking 2 packs a day, went down to a half a pack for the whole week. So I went out and I bought my first Ego, and that was 110 days ago, and I haven't had an analog cigarette since. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Amanda. I was a smoker for 16 years. I tried every way possible you can think of to quit smoking, the gum, patches, cold turkey. I even tried prescription medications that did not help. Till recently, well, in the past 12 months actually, I have been using an electronic cigarette without any tobacco use, and I feel better. I don't have to use my inhaler every day. I don't have to take prescription medication anymore for COPD. I do not have to get on a breathing machine. So it has changed my lifestyle, and I'm grateful that I found electronic cigarettes, my alternative to smoking.
Hi, my name is Eva, and for 35 years I smoked cigarettes. One day I was surfing the net and saw somebody demonstrate an electronic cigarette. Being a geek and that being a gadget, I immediately ordered one. I was absolutely not trying to quit smoking. I accidentally quit smoking after trying one. And for 2 years, I have been a non-smoker. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that this is a better alternative to real cigarettes. Just read the ingredients on both. This thing changed my life, and my doctor agrees. I can taste my food, I can breathe, and I can smell a smoker a mile away.
Jessie73 here, doing her first video for Vaping Mandycat. Mandy couldn't find a better reason to finally put myself on video. This is a great cause, and thank you for the opportunity to participate. I have been a smoker for 15 years and was introduced to electronic cigarettes in, I think, late July of last year. Met someone who talked about vaping and e-cigs and things that I had never heard of. He was kind enough to invite me to Total Vaping Network, which is a channel on Stickam that is for the vaping community. Went there, met a ton of people that all vape, that are supportive, very informational. Got me started. I got some advice, a lot from Vaping Mandycat, on what to buy and how to get started, and started vaping August 7th of last year and have been vaping ever since. I've become a huge part of the community. Love being there, love supporting it, love hosting. Everyone is supportive. You can't find a better group of people to help you on your journey. The health improvement, the smell improvement, I could go on, and I have a time limit and I'm already over it. So definitely has changed my life, changed the way that I view smoking, people, everyone. There are good people out there. There are supportive people that if you're looking to quit smoking, there are so many places to go. This is just the beginning. So good luck in your journey, and vape on.
Hello everyone, my name is Hiram, also known as H-Bomb, your Friday night host over at TotalVapingNetwork.com. I was asked to make this video as per request of Mandycat about how vaping's changed my life. So I guess I'll give you a little backstory real quick. Back in 2009, I had a friend that was a smoking buddy of mine, actually. One day showed up at work with an electronic cigarette kit, and I was like, what's this? So he told me to take a couple of puffs. I took a couple of puffs, and I saw the plumes of vapor coming out, and I decided to purchase that kit that night. So I got online, I ordered it. This was back in 2009. I felt a lot better. I had a lot more energy. I didn't have to go outside to smoke a cigarette, and I was able to do it in my own office without a problem. I didn't have that ashtray breath, as most people would call it. And like I said, the energy was awesome. I had lots of energy when I was vaping back in 2009, and it was working very well. Well, a couple of things happened, and I ended up going back to conventional cigarettes. So I started smoking again, and completely got away from vaping. But I started to feel real sick, where I was smoking too much, and I couldn't go on with it. So about a year ago, my uncle passed away from cancer. So I decided to take the initiative to take care of myself and to change what I was doing. So I started vaping again. So as soon as I started vaping again, I ordered another kit. I gave him a second chance. I started feeling really good. So I was able to see the transition between being a smoker and being a vapor. I was able to breathe better. I've been able to do things that I don't think I'd be able to do, like, climb up a large amount of stairs without being out of breath. So that was the changes from being a smoker, feeling bad, feeling out of energy, feeling very lethargic, to vaping in '09, feeling good, and then having a situation that brought me back to smoking cigarettes, where I felt out of breath and tired, and I was getting sick with pneumonia, and I could not leave a meeting without, or I couldn't stay still in a meeting without wanting to have a cigarette. And then giving electronic cigarettes once again a second try, and becoming a vapor again about 11 months ago, let's say. And being full of energy and feeling very good. And I was a pack to a pack and a half to almost 2 pack a day smoker for almost 10 to 12 years. Yeah, I'm gonna say about 10 to 12 years, because I did start when I was very young when I first started smoking, and I'm very happy for the decision that I have, and that I'm happy about the large support group that's available out there on the internet, whether it be a forum that you're joined into, whether it be a Facebook page that you were brought to, or if you guys check out YouTube video reviews of people using electronic cigarettes, or checking out different channels online that are available for live webcasts that talk about electronic cigarettes. Like I said, if it wasn't for that, like I said, I don't think I'd be able to kick the habit. I'm 11 months without a cigarette, and where pills and patches could not help me out, I was able to kick the habit completely by starting to vape. So I'm very happy about that, and like I said, because I'm a vapor now, I have energy even enough to make this video for you guys. So I do want to bring that up to you guys, that if you guys want to join me in my journey, and just say, what, this is a day for me, this is the last day that I'm going to smoke a cigarette, I'm ordering a kit, and it's time to go and move on forward and be a vapor, because I no longer want to have the bad breath, or not being able to breathe, or not being able to have enough energy to do things during the day. I want to kick the habit. Please join me on your journey. Join everyone that's out there making video reviews. Like I said, people in the forums, please join them. Get yourself a good support group and kick the habit. And this is H-Bomb, and I just want you guys to know that I want you to keep on vaping.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Mike, and I started vaping November of 2010, and I'm pretty happy that I did that. Switched from smoking more or less cold turkey. As soon as I got my kit, I believed in the product and started vaping. And then as a side effect, it turned into a little bit of a hobby. Talking to other people that vape as well, and use the devices. We now have some live Stick'em shows that are vaping related. You should check them out and see what they're all about. Get involved in the community. Go to some vape meets. You will be happy that you did that. Smoking can damage your lungs forever, and you talk to some of the people that have started vaping, and they've got some lung recovery from their smoking days. Check it out. You'll be happy you did that.
Hi, I'm Amy DeFiore. You may know me as Amy Jennifer or as Amy Wamey621. The first time I tried smoking, I was 11 and doing a science project about the dangers of smoking. I hated it, but 3 years later, when I had an older boyfriend who smoked, I thought he was very cool. And so I tried it again, and that time it stuck. And with the exception of when I was pregnant, it stuck around for 25 years. I quit for 2 pregnancies. I started again as soon as I could, after babies were born and done nursing. I tried patches, I tried gums, I tried Wellbutrin, I tried cold turkey after cold turkey, and cigarettes had a stranglehold on me. I lost my sense of smell. I lost my sense of taste. I lost my ability to walk up the stairs without being out of breath. But in October of 2010, I lost my uncle. My uncle was one of my very best friends. And he smoked 3 or 4 packs of cigarettes a day for more than 30 years. And he had a massive stroke, and then he had 2 days of seizures. He had COPD, he had emphysema. While he was in his unconscious state having those seizures, they were having to come and suction his lungs frequently because he was drowning in his own lungs. He passed away about 36 hours after his stroke when we chose to remove him from his life support. I miss him just about every day. He was very, very important to my life, and smoking took him away from me. And still, I smoked. In April of 2011, my friend Mickey told me that she started vaping, and I said, "What the heck is this vaping?" She said, "Oh, it's these e-cigarettes. It's great. It's not hard to quit smoking. You should try it." Well, I was in the process of getting a degree online and used that as my most recent excuse to not quit. No, I don't have time. It'll never work. I'm under too much stress with school. So she waited and she bided her time, and come October, when I finished my degree, she mailed me everything that I needed to start vaping. And I tried it, and I liked it a lot. Unlike some people who started vaping and immediately quit smoking, I vaped and smoked from October until New Year's. On New Year, and I was smoking 3 or 4 cigarettes a day at that point, as compared to a whole pack a day. So on New Year's, I decided that I was done, and I quit, and I don't smoke anymore, and it was easy. Vaping is wonderful. It has made a monumental difference in my life, and I feel like if it had just been around sooner, it may have made a monumental difference in my uncle's life. If you are smoking, or if you know someone who smokes, please find us on Facebook. Find us on TotalVapingNetwork.com. We love to help people. We love it when new vapors come around. Love telling everybody about what we think is the greatest and then arguing about how other people don't think it's the greatest. It's a wonderful community, and there's so much room for so many more people. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Connie K. I smoked a pack a day for nearly 25 years. I tried everything to quit. I tried patches, pills, pure willpower. I tried weaning slowly and going cold turkey. Finally, with the help of electronic cigarettes, I can proudly say I have been smoke-free for 10 months. I've weaned myself from 36 milligrams of nicotine down to 3 milligrams of nicotine, and I plan on going down to 0 by my 1-year vape anniversary. I feel better, smell better, move better, breathe a whole lot better. My blood pressure is down to normal. Best thing I've ever done for me and my family. You can do it. Don't quit quitting, and keep on vaping.
Hey, this is Jeff, also known as Kokomo Vapor. I'm about a year I've been on e-cigs. We actually opened a store, a full-blown vape shop here in Kokomo, Indiana. We had a couple friends pass away about a year ago from lung cancer, so that kind of pushed us a little more into getting the store open and educating, as well as getting people off the cigarettes. So that's really about all my story. I love vaping, and I moved up to mods, and I think it's a great thing.
Hello, my name is Steve, and I hate to admit that I smoked for 45 years. I spent over 40 years wanting to quit, and I tried just about everything available to help, but I didn't have much success long term. In 2000, I had a heart attack. I left the hospital smoke-free. That lasted 3 months till an extremely stressful situation had me begging for a cigarette. Before I knew it, I was back to a pack a day. Stress has always been my downfall when I've been trying to quit. In March of 2010, I heard an ad on the radio for electronic cigarettes, and it sounded like a scam, and that particular one was a scam. But it did spark a little interest to go to the internet and check it out. And what I found out was that there were people from all walks of life who were very happy to have found the electronic cigarette. And they were also very happy to help out a newcomer like me. At this point in my life, I had nothing to lose, so I gave it a shot. I got some good advice, and I ordered a kit. From the very first puff, I knew that it solved my problem, because it was pretty much like just switching brands of cigarettes. It's a little more involved than that, but it's easy enough to do. The reason why electronic cigarettes were so successful for me was that I could quit smoking without the anxiety or the stress of quitting smoking. No panic, no worries. That's something that gums and pills and all the other methods of quitting could never do. So thanks to this little device, I've not had one puff of a cigarette since April of 2010. Physically, I've never felt this good since I was a teenager. So my advice, if you're a smoker, is to check out some of the forums on the internet, like the electroniccigaretteforum.com, and see for yourself. There's also several web-based video chat rooms that will allow you to interact on the spot with real people who are very knowledgeable and always more than happy to help. Good luck. I hope you're able to quit smoking.